Good morning, children. I'm back again with The Merchant of Venice, Act 1, Scene 2. Students, class 9 and 10 both. So tell your friends, those who are watching 10, tell your friends in class 9 to join in, or they can get it later on the website. And my request is, if I'm too fast, just record it so that you can see it at your leisure later. So recording is a must. It will help you in case you miss out anything. First of all, Act 1, Scene 2, I wish to tell you the summary first. Summary, then the critical comments. Some parts which I will dictate, I will tell you. So have your paper, notebooks, pens ready. Summary of Act 1, Scene 2. The location of the scene is now at Belmont. From the masculine commercial world of Venice, we are taken to a romantic feminine world of Belmont. Portia and her maid Nerissa are talking to each other. Portia is complaining about the monotony in her life, which has also made her sad. Nerissa says that Portia has been endowed with all that the world has to offer, but being rich does not exempt her from having problems. At this, Portia retorts by saying that these were good lines only to be said. Portia is not at all happy with her life. She is not free. She feels that her father's will has kept her in shackles, that is, in chains. Apparently, she can neither choose her husband nor refuse the right suitor. Nerissa is convinced that Portia's father was a virtuous and intelligent man, and the lottery that he devised to choose the right suitor for Portia would be fruitful. The lottery involves 3 caskets, 1 gold, 1 silver, and 1 lead. Whoever chooses the correct casket gets to marry Portia. So this, in a nutshell, is the summary of Act 1, Scene 2. Now, please note down the critical comments. This is important. So I'll say it slowly. Note down. In case you are slow, record it so that you can come back to it later. We are taken to the romantic world of Belmont, where Portia, comma, the beautiful, comma, bold, comma, imaginative and thoughtful heroine of the play is introduced. She is sad, comma, though unlike Antonio, there is a cause for her melancholy. Use bullets. First one, this is the first bullet. Next bullet, right? Second bullet. Portia's father had made a will, comma, according to which the person who will choose the casket containing Portia's portrait, Portrait, amongst the 3 caskets within bracket of gold, comma, silver and lead, bracket closed, will be married to Portia. Full stop. The metal and the inscriptions upon them are key to choose correctly. Therefore, it is more of a test of character than a lottery. Lottery. Next bullet. Portia's sadness is due to the lottery of caskets, as she, comma, being an obedient daughter, has no say in choosing her future soulmate. Next bullet. We come to know that various suitors from different parts of the world have come to seek her hand, within brackets, which points out how well known Portia is for her beauty, bracket closed, but none of the suitors dared to participate in the lottery of caskets, as the penalty of being unsuccessful is heavy. Dash, one has to take a vow never to seek any lady's lady apostrophe s hand in marriage, marriage, comma, never to reveal the content of the casket to anyone, and moreover to leave Belmont immediately, Immediately. Last bullet. Nerissa informs Portia that, then within inverted commas, a Venetian, comma, scholar and soldier, inverted commas closed, has arrived. Full stop. Portia remembers the man as, again within inverted commas, the best deserving of a fair lady, inverted commas closed. This kindles, kindles, that is lights up, the curiosity, curiosity, of the audience, oblique readers, to meet the young man who has captured the fair lady's imagination. This is the critical comments of Act 1, Scene 2. Now, some critical lines analyzed. Note down, some critical lines analyzed, ANALYSED, from Act 1, Scene 2. Lines 1-2, within inverted commas, by my troth, TROTH, ... great world, inverted commas close, full stop. It means, right now, Portia feels that she is too tired, TOO, tired of the ways of the world. Therefore, the present state makes her sad. Next one, lines 31 to 41. 31-41, within inverted commas. Your father was ... are already come, inverted commas close, full stop. Within bracket, Nerissa says to Portia, bracket closed, your father was a noble and virtuous, virtuous man, and at his death, comma, like other holy men, comma, he had good guidance, within bracket inspiration, bracket closed, and therefore he devised the lottery of caskets, comma, wherein, WHEREIN, one word, he had inscriptions written over the 3 caskets of gold, comma, silver and lead. And whosoever interprets, INTERPRETS, the right meaning and chooses the right casket containing Portia's portrait, PORTRAIT, will marry Portia. Full stop. The right casket will never be chosen by anyone who does not rightly love you. Full stop. But what is your opinion about all the princely suitors that have already come to make their choices? Question mark. And then inverted commas closed. Then the next one, lines 118 to 124, within inverted commas. If I live to be as, within inverted commas, if I live to be as ... a fair departure, departure, inverted commas, close full stop. It means if Portia has to live as old as Sibylla, capital Sibylla, within brackets, the Sibyl, Sibyl, of Cumae, capital Cumae, comma, the prophetess, prophetess, of Roman mythology, mythology, comma, who was granted by Apollo, capital Apollo, as many years of life as there were sand grains held in her hand, bracket closed. And if Portia has to die as chaste, chaste, as Diana, capital Diana, within brackets, the Roman mythological mythological goddess, capital Goddess, of virginity, capital Virginity, comma, hunting and moon, bracket closed, then she will do that if she is not obtained by someone according to her father's will. Full stop. Portia is glad that the set of suitors, within bracket, parcel of wooers, Wooers, bracket closed, are so reasonable, within brackets, in deciding not to participate, participate, in the lottery, in fear of the consequence, consequence, of being unsuccessful, unsuccessful, bracket closed, as none of them have arrived so far whom Portia would wish participated in the lottery of caskets, and consequently Portia prays to God that they should have a pleasant departure. There are some reference to context. I won't dictate that now. I will go on with the explanation of the lines. Then it will be easier for you to understand. So if you have the book, open the book, Act 1, Scene 2, and follow and make notes as I do it with you. So like I said, the scene is in Belmont, Act 1, Scene 2, a room in Portia's house. Enter Portia and Nerissa. Portia says, "By my troth, Nerissa, my little body is aweary of this great world." Portia is telling Nerissa, honestly, Nerissa, my little body is tired of this great world. The worldly problems and all that she's facing. Nerissa, you would be, sweet madam, if your miseries were in the same abundance as your good fortunes are. And yet for aught I see, they are as sick that surfeit. Surfeit means overflow, with too much, as they that starve with nothing. It is no mean happiness, therefore, to be seated in the mean. Superfluity comes sooner by white hairs, but competency lives longer. Nerissa means, madam, you are very, very tired, since you have so many miseries, as you have so many good fortunes as well. Yet, as far as I can think, people who have too much are just as sick as those who have very little and are starving by having nothing with them. It is not a bad fortune, then, to be placed between two extremes of having too much and having too less. The man who has too much wealth soon becomes grey-haired, he becomes old very quickly, but he who has just enough wealth lives longer. He is happier that way. Portia says, good sentences and well pronounced, well, beautiful words and well spoken. Nerissa, they would be better if well followed. Yes, it would be better if they were followed properly. Then Portia, if to do were as easy as to know what were good to do, chapels had been churches, and poor men's cottages princesses' palaces. It is a good divine that follows his own instructions. I can easier teach 20 what were good to be done than be one of the 20 to follow mine own teaching. Here Portia means, if to do good is as easy as to know what is good, then chapels would be churches and poor men's houses would be royal palaces. A priest is good who follows his own teachings. I can more easily tell 20 people what is good to follow than be one of the 20 to follow my own teachings. Like it said, when advice, you can note that down now. Advice is the easiest thing to give. Advice, ADVICE, is the easiest thing to give, but the most difficult thing to follow. The mind may frame rules for the body, but the heat of desire overpowers such dry laws. So the brain may devise laws for the blood, but a hot temper leaps o'er a cold decree. Such a hair is madness, the youth, to skip over the meshes of good counsel, the cripple. But this reasoning is not in the fashion to choose me a husband. O me, the word choose. I may neither choose whom I would, nor refuse whom I dislike. So is the will of a living daughter curbed by the will of a dead father. Is it not hard, Nerissa, that I cannot choose one nor refuse none? So here this is a very interesting speech. Reference to context from this particular context may come. It's very important. Try and understand this part. She says, the mind may frame rules for the body, but the heat of desire overpowers such laws which are dry. The impulse of youth, when you're young, will make one skip the good advice. You will not follow. People will give you advices. You'll never follow. Just as a hare avoids a trap. Hare is a rabbit. But this kind of logic is not the type that will make me choose a husband. I cannot choose a husband with this logic. On what a word is to choose. I can neither choose the one I like, nor refuse the one I dislike. For my wishes in life are controlled by the desires of a father who is dead. Is it not hard, Nerissa, that I can neither choose nor refuse a husband? See how difficult the problem is now. The problem has become so difficult. She can neither choose nor refuse. What does she do now? Nerissa, your father was ever virtuous, and holy men at their death have good inspirations. Therefore, the lottery that he had devised in these three chests of gold, silver, and lead, whereof who chooses his meaning chooses you, will no doubt never be chosen by any rightly, but one who shall rightly love. But what warmth is there in your affection towards any of these princely suitors that are already come? Nerissa says, Madam, your father was always pious, very holy, and such good men have inspirations at their death. When they are about to die, they get an inspiration. The lottery which he has devised, namely the choice among the three caskets of gold, silver, and lead, in which the one who makes the correct choice will marry you. I have no doubt that you will be chosen correctly by a person whom you will truly love. Do you have any special love for anyone of these princely suitors who have already come? Do you have anyone in mind? Portia says, I pray thee, overname them, and as thou namest them, I will describe them, and according to my description, level at my affection. Okay, please repeat, name the people, and as you do so, I will comment, I will give my comments. According to my comments, you may conclude about my love for them. Nerissa. First, there is a Neapolitan prince. Firstly, there is a Prince of Naples. Portia. That's a colt indeed, for he thought nothing but talk. Well, he's like a wild young horse. He does nothing but talk of his horse, and he makes it a great appropriation to his own good parts that can shoe him himself. He only talks about horses. Besides, he considered it as his own merit that he can shoe his own horse. Nerissa. Then is there the County Palatine. Next, there is the German Palatine Count. Portia says, he doth nothing but frown, as who should say, and you will not have me choose. He hears many tales and smiles not. I fear he will prove the weeping philosopher when he grows old, being so full of unmannerly sadness in his youth. I had rather be married to a death's head with a bone in his mouth than to either of these. God defend me from these two. Oh, this fellow, the German Palatine Count, he only frowns, just as if to say, if you do not want me, choose anyone you wish, I do not care. He hears good stories about without a smile. I fear he will be a sad philosopher when he becomes old, since he has such unpleasant gloom in his youth. I should rather marry a grinning skull with a bone in its mouth than marry either of these. God protect me from both of them. Nelson. How say you by the French Lord Monsieur Le Bon? Then what is your opinion about the French Lord Monsieur Le Bon? Portia. God made him and therefore let him pass for a man. In truth, I know it is a sin to be a mocker. But he had a horse better than the Neapolitans, a better bad habit of frowning than the Count Palatine. He is every man in no man of a fossil sin. He falls straight appearing. He will fence with his own shadow. If I should marry him, I should marry 20 husbands. If he would despise me, I would forgive him. For if he loved me to madness, I shall never requite him. Because God has made him, we may let him pass for a man. All right, God has created him, he's a man. I know it is wrong to ridicule others, but he is attached to his own horse more than the Prince of Naples. He frowns more than the Count Palatine. He has everybody else's characteristics but no personality of his own. Like a bird with bordered feathers. He has everybody else's characteristics but no personality of his own. If he hears a thrush sing, he starts to jump about and he would draw sword against his own shadow. If I were to marry such a man, it would be like getting married to 20 husbands. If he were to hate me, I would forgive him. But if he would love me madly, I would never return his love. I am disgusted. Never. What say you then to Falconbridge, the young Baron of England? Well, the young Baron from England? You know I say nothing to him, for he understands not me, nor I him. He had neither Latin, French, nor Italian, and he will come into the court and swear that I have a poor pennyworth in the English. This person, I know nothing about him, because he does not understand me, neither do I understand him. He does not speak Latin, French, nor Italian, and you will come into the court, and swear that I have a poor pennyworth of the English, and would swear in court that my English is poor. He has an appearance of a handsome man, but who can talk to a man without words. His proper man's picture, but alas, who can converse with a dumb show? How oddly he is suited. I think he bought his doublet in Italy, that is his jacket in Italy, his round hose, his stockings, trousers in France, his bonnet, that is his hat or cap, in Germany, and his behavior everywhere. How strangely he's dressed. Just see. I think he bought his jacket in Italy, his trousers in France, his cap in Germany, and his manners from everywhere in the world. Nelson. What think you of the Scottish lord, his neighbor? Then the Scottish lord, Portia, that he had a neighborly charity in him, for he borrowed a box of the ear of the Englishman and swore he would pay him again when he was able. I think the Frenchman became his surety and sealed under for another. Well, he has love for his neighbor because he received a blow on his face from the Englishman and swore that he would return it when he was able to do so. I think the Frenchman guaranteed that the Scottish lord would repay his debt and signed his name underneath the Scotland's signature on the bond as a guarantee for a friend. Nelson. How like you, the young German, the Duke of Saxony's nephew? What about the Duke of Saxony's nephew? Portia. Very wildly in the morning when he's sober, and most wildly in the afternoon when he's drunk. When he's best, he's a little worse than a man. And when he's worst, he's a little better than a beast. And the worst fall that ever fell, I hope I shall make shift to go without him. Oh, he is terrible in the morning. When he's sober, when he's not drunk, but worst in the afternoon when he's drunk. When he's at his best, he's worse than a man. And when he's at his worst, he's not better than a beast. If the worst thing that could happen should happen, I shall not accept him. Nelson, if he should offer to choose and choose the right casket, you should refuse to perform your father's will if you would refuse to accept it. Well, if he should offer to make his choice and should choose the right casket, then you have to honor your father's request, your father's will. You will have to marry him. You cannot refuse him. Therefore, for fear of the worst, I pray thee, set a deep glass of Rhenish wine on the contrary casket. For if the devil be within and that temptation without, I know he will choose it. I will do anything, Nerissa, and I will be married to a sponge. Well, do something. I cannot live like this. He will choose that particular casket. I will do anything, Nerissa, before I am married to a drunkard. Okay, we'll stop here. We'll continue next day. Thank you. Just record it so that you can go back to it in case you missed out anything. Okay, class 9 and 10, best of luck. Stay safe. And don't go out during lockdown. Wish you all the best. We are doing our bit. You do your bit. You study hard. We are there to help you all along. Thank you.